Okay, it's rap pack to my pulse flat. We keep it real, no false rap. I got 4 cars and they all black. Got 4 bras and they all that. We call that ballin'. Doing this is my calling. Flow is so appalling. My phone off and she calling. I'm like, yeah.
What's going on, internet, and welcome back to Nth-Level Entertainment, the most awesome series, comic book, and movie-related YouTube channel in South Africa. And today we're going to be doing a spoiler review to Batman Hush. This movie apparently came out about 3 days ago. It coincided with the starting of Comic-Con San Diego, and it's based on Batman Hush, a very popular Batman graphic novel that came out in around the 2000s. It was written by Jeff Loeb, and it was the artist was Jim Lee, superstar DC Comics artist. This story basically follows Batman's a story with a mysterious villain who actually knew Batman from childhood that torments him in the present day, like sometime in the middle of his superhero career. Now, the movie, like most of the DC animated movies that have come out, is quite enjoyable. It is quite stellar. It is quite an accurate adaptation of the source material, as they always do. However, it does have a bit of a twist, a big twist, in fact, in who the Hush character actually is, that I didn't quite like myself, because it was a huge diversion from how it's supposed to be. But the movie itself was very well animated. James O'Mara reprises his role as Batman, as they have been doing in the New 52 continuity of these DC animated movies, and it quite follows closely after the death and the reign of Superman. They even reference elements of that story within this movie, just to basically, give that as an Easter egg to show that they are in fact connected. Some of the things that I have a criticism about is that, one of the things that I did like is the fact that they're showcasing the relationship between Batman and Catwoman, much like they currently are in the DC Rebirth current series of comics that's being released. And what they could have done better, in my opinion, is some of the fight choreography. Because the Batman movies I've come to expect and get used to are the ones where you see the best fight choreography, despite the fact that it's an animated film. I mean, if you go back to Batman vs. Robin, Batman Bad Blood, the fight choreography there was quite realistic and quite entertaining. I think they could have done better in this one. Superman cameos in this movie. I haven't read the original graphic novel, so I'm not sure if that follows suit there as well, but it was quite a meaningful way in which they brought him in. Basically in how the villain Hush was actually using different characters in Batman's both his rogues gallery and his allies as pawns in how he's continuing to torment Batman before the crescendo of whatever his campaign is. I liked how they were staying current by including Batman and Selina's relationship, and also staying as true as possible to the graphic novel. But of the things that they could have chose to change, just for the sake of poetic license and making the movie a little bit more original in the comic, shouldn't have been the main villain, because now he's literally in the title of the movie. He's one of the main aspects of this movie. This is a spoiler review, so they actually revealed him to eventually be the Riddler, who apparently died previously and got taken to a Lazarus pit, and not only got resurrected, but he was augmented in terms of his power, his strength, and even his intelligence, which was one of his key weapons, even in his normal incarnation. Aside from that, it was still pretty entertaining though. It was quite the character-driven story. I saw a lot of character development in the Batman and Selina Kyle's characters themselves. Damian Wayne was briefly featured, my favorite Robin of them all, slowly becoming my favorite DC character in general, but he didn't get a lot of screen time. I like the fresh, creative, and inventive ways in which they used the villains that Hush was using as pawns against Batman. It worked to the narrative, and it also worked in that, he was playing to these villains' strengths, despite certain anomalies which would, give it away to Batman and whoever they were fighting that it's not actually them that's in control of themselves. So it was a great movie. I really do recommend that any fan of comic books or DC Comics or Batman in general goes and watches it. The rating that I would give it is about maybe a 7 out of 10, just based on the fact that the big twist was one of the main things that should not have been changed about this movie. So that concludes my spoiler review of Batman Hush. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the movie, if you've seen it, what you thought of this review. And if you enjoyed this video, please click on the thumbs up icon and leave us a like as usual. If you'd like to see more, click subscribe and be sure to click on the bell icon so that you are notified every time I drop new content on this here channel. People, thank you very much for taking this time out to chill with me. I have been Z the Entertainer as usual. And take care of each other, stay awesome, stay chasing your dreams to infinity and beyond.
Hey guys, thanks a lot. If you want to see some more from us, click here or click here.